Hello everyone, welcome to the session. So we were in the last class we were discussing about how to take a backup with the differential statement. Okay, the differential statement it only backups the part of databases that have changed since the last full database backup. So let's see the syntax. Meaning, let's say today you had taken the full database backup, and tomorrow you have updated some tables. One of the record you have updated. So now that change you want to take it. So in that case, you go for differential backup. Okay, I will let you know what is the advantage of taking differential backup. First, we'll see the syntax for this. Okay, so we'll say backup database name to disk. You place the file path, and you need to use keyword with differential. Okay, so this will take a differential backup. Okay, and note, always backup the database to a different drive than the actual database. Okay, because if your disk is crashed, then you won't lose the backup file along with the database. Okay, this is one of the advantage, and the other advantage is it reduces the backup time. Okay, so now we'll move to SQL create table statement. So create table is used to create a new table in a database. Okay, the syntax to create new table is create table name. Within a parenthesis we can mention column 1 and data type 1, comma, column 2 data type 2, column 3 data type 1, like that, so on. So we will discuss different types of databases and different data types in the next class. Okay, these are the column parameters where we specify the names of the columns and data types. Okay, so let's see an example how to create. For this I'll use test database, and we'll see show tables, how many tables are there. So all you can do is let's start from system tables. This will give you the list of tables, or S3 tables you can do. Okay, it will show these are all system tables. Okay, and there are no user defined tables now. Okay, now we'll create table employee with the columns employee ID, integer column employee name, char field. Okay, go statement. So this will create a table, the empty table. So another way of creating a table is we can use insert into, select star into employee 2 from employee table. Okay, so this will create one more table with the same structure. Okay, let's say I have some records in employee table, so let me insert some records. Hit 1 ABC select group comma G. Yeah, let me insert 2 records in this table. Now if I run this and create a new table, another table employee 3, if I do this, it will not only create the table, but it will copy the records from that table. So if I just want to create a table without any records, what I can do, I can mention where condition 1 equal to 2. It should be a false condition. This is a false condition. So none of the records will get inserted into this new table. Okay. Next we will see drop table. So how we can drop a table. So we can drop table. Okay. So syntax for this is drop table. Okay. So let's say I will drop employee 4. Okay. This is how we can do. But be careful before dropping a table. Deleting a table will result in loss of complete information stored in the table. Okay. Let's say I want to delete a data in a table. Let's say I want to. This is deleting a table, entire table with its structure. This will delete entire table and its structure. Okay, let's say I just want to delete the records from the table. So what we can do, we can use delete statement, and or we can use truncate statement. So what is the difference in these two is, delete statement we can delete records based on a condition. Here we can delete the records based on certain conditions. Okay, if you use truncate, this will delete all the records from the table and it will retain the table structure, or we can say metadata. Okay, this is the difference between delete and truncate statement. So we can see some examples. Let's say I have a table MP3 which has 2 records. Let's say I want to delete from employee 4, employee 3. Okay, if I just run, it will delete all the records. Okay, let's see. So it will delete both the records. Let's say I want to delete, and let's again insert employee, we have it. So in employee we have 2 records. So let's say I want to delete only one record, we can mention some conditions. Let's say I want to delete record number 2. So we should see employee table. Okay, employee, it's got deleted, so it will delete. So if you use truncate table emp, so this will delete all the records from the table. Okay, you can see this. Okay, drop is used to delete entire table from the database. Now next we will see alter statement. Okay, alter table statement. Okay, this alter statement, it is used to add, delete or modify the columns in an existing table. Okay, it is also used to, this is also used to add and drop various constraints on an existing table. Okay, we'll see one by one here. So how to add a column in a table using alter statement. Okay, so let's see the syntax for this. So syntax is alter table, table name, add column name, and data type. Okay, let's see example for this. Let's say I have an employee table. Okay, so it has two tables. Suppose I want to add one more column to this existing table. So what we can do? Alter table, table name, add. What will be column name? Let's say I want age of the employee, which is of type data type integer. Okay. So now when I execute this, it will show there is a there is no table with EMO. So it should be EMP. Okay. So if you run this, you can see the age, column age has been added. Okay. Now we will see how to drop a column in a table. Okay. For this, syntax is alter table, table name, drop column in dimension. Keyword column is a keyword, and then followed by column name. Okay. Let's say I want to delete employee name from the table EMP. So what I will do, alter table EMP, drop column is a keyword and employee name. Okay. So if I execute it, it show command successfully completed. If I run this, it will show only two columns, employee ID and this. Okay. Now let's move to how to modify or rename the column. Okay, to rename a column in a table, we can use the syntax alter table, table name, rename column. What is the old name of the column? The new name the column. And let's say I want to rename. I want to rename age, column age to employee age. So return table EMP rename column, old name is age, and I will give this EMP age. Rename. Here it is modified. Okay, it looks like the syntax is used in MySQL. Here in SQL Server, in this is used. This syntax is used in MySQL. Okay. Let's see the syntax in SQL Server. So in SQL Server, we can use SP rename stored procedure, built-in stored procedure. Okay, the syntax is SP rename. Okay, here table name dot old name, new name, column. So this is a syntax for this. Okay, so let's see this. execute sp name table name p. I want the age needs to be replaced with emph, comma. I'll say what is the type, object type. Okay, if you see here, the intelligence shows the first parameters in object name. Object name is in the sense employee is a table object. Okay, then new name. New name is what is the name of the column, and last is what is the object, whether it's column or it is a constraint or anything. So if I execute this, this has been renamed the column. If we see select star from emp, so it has been renamed to employee age, emp age. Okay, let's move. Okay, this is for MySQL syntax. Okay, let's see how to alter or modify data type. To alter or modify the data type. Okay, so let's see the syntax for SQL Server. Alter table, table name, alter column, column name, data type. This is the syntax to modify the data type of the column. Okay, let's see an example. So let's say I have, okay, let's see. So if you use this, if select and press Alt F1, if you want to see the table structure and its data type. So if you see here, employee ID is also integer, employee age is also an integer. Let's say I want employee age to be stored as varchar or in a text field. So in that case, we will modify the data type. Okay, here we'll modify the data type of employee age. Okay, so how to do that? Alter table name, alter column, mph. Okay, data type as work 255. If I run this, it's been executed. And if you see the table structure, press Alt F1, you'll see it has been modified. Okay, that's it for today's class. Tomorrow we'll continue with this. Thank you. Please like and subscribe my video. Thank you.